Oh yeah, I forgot to put in the ILS. Okay, so ILS is 111 at 50. There we go. Oh man, this is way too much fuel. It felt a bit off at the start, but oh my god, that's a bit too much fuel. That I think I'll land there just on my centre fuel. To be honest with you, this can be a heavy landing anyway. Bloody hell. Okay, I'm gonna reset this down to 3,200. Okay, and that is the descent started. So we're descending down to 3,200 feet. Because at that point I want to pick up ILS for islands 16 right, and then it should be all good. Also, my phone is vibrating away like mad. So what the heck's happening here? Oh, it's the group chat or that. But anyway, okay, we turn it off STD now because it's gone yellow, so we turn it off. It's about 1,200 QNH. Also, if anyone knows what to do with these anti-ice, because what I've generally got the gist of, I don't know if I've read this right or not, is if it goes below 10 degrees, like plus 10 degrees, and you're not in clouds, just turn ring ice on, and if you're anything below 10 degrees and you're in clouds, you might turn on engine anti-ices on as well. I'm not sure if I've read it right or anything, but if you do know exactly when you might use these, do comment down below so I definitely use them at the right times. Just because that's what I've generally got the gist of, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm correct with that. Right, okay, so as you can see here, we are currently on track with we're a tiny bit high. We're about 30 feet too high, but overall we are on track to getting down to the right height in time. As you can see, we're going to be about 3,200 there. Now I preferred it to have been up here, to be honest with you, but you know, that's fine. With that I can wait a bit. Also, as you can see here, we've got the the dial version of it, just in case these ever did fail, because these can fail. Not that often though, but they can fail. Because if the electrics go or something, they will still work, because they don't rely on the electric, they rely on the external sources for it. Because that uses just, I think that's just a basic ball, that thing there, the yellow, I forgot what it's called. That's just glued on there or something, and the ball's just on a gyroscope kind of thing. With that, just, I'm not even sure what that does. That uses some data from somewhere, and that just uses the same kind of thing that the compass up there uses. So, man, I've actually got a lot of fuel. Oh god, oh god, oh jeez, oh Jesus Christ, wrong button. Right, we're back here, yeah. Okay. I was going to try and do like a fuel dump, but apparently that key set of combinations is also the screen draw for Camtasia. So, looks like I'm not going to dump any fuel. Bit annoying, to be honest, because I really want to get rid of that fuel. I think that's the thing for that anyway. Let's have a look. Dump, yeah, Control Shift D. That's the same as the Camtasia draw thing. So I'm not going to be able to dump fuel this time around. I might have to change that for next episode, though I won't be using this much fuel for Ireland anymore. I'll probably do the return trip from Ireland to Manchester, and then Manchester off to some other place. Might do Switzerland. I quite like Switzerland's airport. not a lot there, but I do like the Switzerland approach that I get from Simbrief, so I might do Switzerland. If Switzerland have they'll probably do airport scenery thing you can buy, I'll probably get that as well. Okay, so we're nearly at 10,000 feet, so at 10,000 we need to be at 250 knots or below, and we need to have all the lights on, the passenger lights on as well. Also, it's starting to get a lot warmer, so I'll probably be able to turn off my anti-ice soon, because I doubt Ireland are at -10 at the moment. We are in November, because it is set to real time, real month and year and everything like that, but I doubt they're at -10 in November, so that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so the plane's trying to lose some speed now by pulling up a little bit. Okay, we now hit 10,000, but we're not, 10,900 shall I say, but we don't have to turn anything on yet. Just checking everything's on, that should be on. I really wish I went to +10 just so I can turn off that anti-iced. So if you haven't somehow heard of PMDG, this is what this plane is. It's made by the PMDG company. They do other planes as well. They do all the some other bearings. They do what else do they do? I can't remember what they do. They do a load of aircraft. There'll be a couple of pictures popping up here and then around the place. But they do some alright planes, and they're definitely, I know it's quite a lot of money. I mean, this plane here was $79.99 US dollars. I think it was US dollars. It might have actually been pounds, but you know, it's a lot of money. But if you are into simulation, it is definitely worth it, because this is as good of a plane as you're gonna get for the 737-800s, unless another company releases a new one. I mean, there is the iFly one, which I've not personally done, so I can't say PMDG is the best. But out of the other ones, apart from iFly, because I've not tried iFly, in my opinion, is the best one. So if you're into, if you're serious into flight simulator and you really want to get into learning how to fly and all that lot, then it is worth the $80 around that margin. Okay, hit 10,000, so I've turned that off now. And if you're spending $80 on it, what I would recommend is having about £32 left, or about $40 left at the over, just so you can buy 2 airports, because some of you will be from the UK, so you can buy 2 UK sceneries for £32, or about 34 actually, but it's definitely worth it, because I just bought one and it's awful, because you take off from a quite HD and good looking airport and you'll land at a default airport and it's horrid, as you will see now. But I'm actually going faster than I should be going here. Stick some drag on. But yeah, so I would recommend buying at least 2 airports if you're going to buy scenery, unless you've already got one and then you can just keep badding one. But yeah, don't start off with one because it's horrible going from one airport to the other. I think that's the Isle of Man there. So I'm not 100% sure where we am. Oh no, that's the Isle of Man there. There we go. I know that's the Isle of Man. We found it, and islands. There's the coast of Ireland there. We can just see the coast. So that bit there'll be Northern Ireland. About there will be Dublin, and I'll be going in here and descending like that. Oh, I say descending. I'm descending. Okay, let's just activate the ILSs. We're not going to turn them on, we're just going to put them into the active slots. Okay, I generally want to be flap 15 before I turn on the approach button and start the ILS off, the landing. Just because I don't want to be in a rush to get all my flaps down and gears down. I want to go at a nice pace. I used to come in and I used to do everything within the final leg of it, and I won't be able to keep up with myself, and I'd forget something and end up not landing first time around, having to circle and come back in. So this time we're going to go at our own pace, you know, it's not a rush. I mean, we've got plenty of fuel. We can actually I can do this trip a couple of times in a row. If I do the return trip, I might actually just keep the fuel it saves in, to be honest with you, because that is a lot of fuel. I think I might actually do that. On the return trip, I'll be using the fuel I used to get here, because that is plenty of fuel to get anywhere I want, really. I won't be doing anything long haul. Like the biggest flight I'll do is probably UK to Switzerland, but a lot of that will be fast forwarded, or it'll be fast forwarded. I don't really want to do more than 2 parts to a video, to be honest with you. If I have to, I will do 3, but I'd ideally not want it to be more than 2. Okay, let's zoom in on this. As you can see, we are nearly at the approach. I'm actually going to turn heading on now, because I want to go a bit further out than that. Just because where it's put me is probably could be doable and all that lot, but I just want to be a couple of degrees further out than that, just so I can have a little bit of extra time. I don't want to be half on a turn when I'm landing. I mean, you know. And also, once my reading those charts and the maps, the approach charts, everything like that, gets better, I'll try to start doing some more of the difficult landings, because there are a couple of them about. I can't personally remember the name of them, but there's a couple you land in weird mountains, and the approach looks very tricky. But I will buy the Steam for that at some point and try it out. Try the landing there. Also, I don't think this episode is going to be out on time, because it currently is 2 o'clock, because, you know, I woke up a bit late. So it's 2 o'clock now. I edit it and upload it by 2:30ish, and then I'll probably end up it coming out. God, it is for 6, but it takes its time sometimes. Right, do I need? I don't think I need. I'll stick speed. I'll arm it, but I won't turn it on. I'm sure it's able to control itself now. Okay, we're at +4 degrees. Okay, so this must be Northern Ireland here. Okay, turn in a couple of degrees. Okay, once at 3,200, I'll turn off VNav and do my own speed, because I want to control the landing speed in. We are currently set to do the 155 knots at 30, so that's what we're going to try and do. I just remembered then you can actually just speed into V and it keeps the VNav going. Now the reason I'm using speed into V is because sometimes this will wait until that very last, it'll wait till about there to go down to 150, and it seems like quite a sudden slowdown, so I don't want to be, obviously I don't want to be going slow into the airport, because I don't want to cause problems if I was on fat sim or anything like that. But I do want to be a little bit slower, just so I don't feel as much of in a whoosh as it sometimes puts you in. Okay, now that I'm getting close, I'm going to turn on the ILSs. I know I'm not really in range yet, but just turn them on so it can connect and be paraded itself like it is now. Just so when I turn this corner, I'll be able to go straight into approach and be able to land it. Now what I'm going to do with this video, I'm going to actually look up which to do first, because I think you do approach, you've got VOR lock. I believe VOR lock just lines you up and then doesn't actually descend you, whereas I think approach actually does. But I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to have to search that up later. Okay, let's do flaps 2. Okay, turn off speed into V now, because it's going to sort itself out. Okay, let's go down to, can we go down to 3,000, or is that not going to let us? Don't think it's going to let us. Okay, let's turn LNAV on so we get a perfect turn into this thing here, into this approach. Okay, turn on the VOR lock. Okay, turn on approach. Turn flap 15. So I do believe I've... Oh. Okay, it's not working. Okay, I'm controlling the plane. Okay, that was a bit unexpected and a bit faster than I wanted to do that. But it's alright. We'll be fine. Okay, I do believe auto throttle stays on checked. Okay, flap 15. Get our gears out as well. Turn the flaps, turn the speed down, shall I say, to 165. That was a bit faster than I wanted to take control of the plane, to be honest with you, but you know, it's gonna be no problem. You also need to turn them onto continuous as well and turn off left and taxi lights on. I forgot to do all that before. Okay, let's go down. That's a bit rough of a turn, but at the moment just try and get the plane down. Okay, flaps 20. Just go down to 155. I believe that's flaps 20 or flaps 25. I think it's 25 actually. We are a little bit to the left, so we're just going to turn a bit, go to a bit to the right. Okay, level it out there. Okay, turn it in. So this was meant to be an ILS landing, but you know, I turned it on and I think I must have broke it. So not the first time I broke the ILS, to be honest with you. It must be something. It must have been because I've done both of those buttons relatively close to each other. It must have freaked it out or something. Well, it doesn't matter. We can still land a plane. I mean, you know, it's a lot easier with ILS, but landing a plane's still pretty fun. And you know, it's not the first time I've ever landed a plane manually. I probably have a really rough landing now I've said that. But you know, the general trick I've learned with this thing is to stay on the top end of that diamond on the descent, because it is a little bit higher than where you should be, but you won't end up being too low, dead close to the floor, having to pull up and kill your engines nearly. Okay, I'm also going to turn anti-ice off as well because it's pretty much 10 degrees. Checked. Okay, flaps 30. Okay, check everything's on, speed brakes armed, auto brakes on, flaps 30, gears down 3 green. Okay, landing checklist is complete. We're also a little bit off, so we're going to land here. I want to be kind of relatively good by the time I get to minimums of 452, I believe it is, yeah. Okay, I got a bit of wind coming in from the right across to my left. So that's why we're coming in at a funny angle, just because we need to counter it. Okay, there we go. As you can see, it's kind of pulling me a bit to the right, so I'm using a bit of rudder. Using Xbox controller though, using rudder on it, just to keep me straight. Okay, down a bit more. Check. Continue. A little bit high, but we can continue with that. Okay, start reducing throttle. Reduce throttle more. Start pulling up. 20, 10. Landed. Reverses green. Everything's armed itself. Good. Okay. 6 knots, reverses off. I really wanted to get off of that one, but we won't. Okay, turn them off because, you know, pull flaps in. I do believe we're turning off to the left. We did land relatively good. Did land a bit further down one way than we wanted to. Maybe a little bit heavy, a bit harsh, you know. But I mean, for the amount of fuel we got on board, you know, I guess we can't get much lighter of a landing than that. Okay, let's turn off at this turn off here, and then we can get the after landing done. Okay, I'm going to go past this. I know you might have stopped at it, but I'm going to go a bit past it and stop, just so my tail's not sticking out on anyone somewhere. Okay, let's turn the ILS's off now. turn them off, landing lights off, wait, off wrong way, strobe lights to steady, turn off lights off, packs can come off, turn APU on, probe heats and window heats can come off. Okay, let's go find a stand. Actually, I'm going to keep packs on just in case. Okay, stop that. So it was only a 35-minute worth of flight, but obviously this video might take up to just over an hour because obviously I did have the whole startup procedure added into the video. Oh yeah, I need to turn TFC off on both sides and TCAS off. Wrong one. And turn off that. Also, the reason why I don't have any terrain turned on is because I know Ireland's relatively flat. There's not many mountains, especially around Dublin. There's not many mountains on there, so that's why I didn't turn it on. It's not because I want to risk it. It's because I know I've been to this airport a couple of times now, and I know there's not a mountain within miles of this place. Right, okay, I'm going to stop this counter over here now. Okay, 43 minutes. Okay, return into here like that. Okay, turn off thrusters and we'll kind of glide in here, do a rough estimate of when to stop. I believe this is for a heavy plane terminal, this one here. Save out there, parking brake set. Turn APU on. So that's APU, that's a battery. Battery, not battery. We can turn them off. We can now turn off engine 1 and 2. Okay, we can now turn off the fuel pumps. Turn off, oh, wrong one. Don't want to turn that one off. I just want to turn off the two middle ones. Turn off them, recirculate, whatever fans there for, turn them off. Okay, we're going to get ground connections now. Ground connections, set that, ground power, and that. We're also going to turn off the beacon light. So then if it's safe to approach, turn the jet ray on to coming over here. Set that to ground power, connect ground, and then we can turn off the APU. And there we go, okay. It's coming over now, so we'll wait for that to come over. It's probably going to freak out, so we have to go through the floor because this plane's probably lower than what it's been designed to go to. But we're done. Let's see how close we're on to one of those lines as well. Oh, we're kind of in the middle. Oh well, it doesn't really matter too much. Once we've got GSX, we'll have a guy showing us exactly when to stop, so that'll be pretty good. As you see, it's gone through now. I think it's designed more for like the, yeah it was, look at the size of these. More for like the 747s and the A380s and stuff. This was. But it doesn't matter, it can still connect anyway. Okay, we'll open up the front door. Okay, and we have landed. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If I have done anything obviously wrong, which is completely against all standard operating procedures, then make sure to comment down below so I do it right next episode. If I've done anything good, make sure to comment that as well. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. And I'll definitely get round to doing this. I might go back to Manchester and then back up to Switzerland or something like that. But anyway, this has been Industrious Add and Play Flight Simulator. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Until the next episode, see you.